Spurs fans, football fans, just out of pure spite, we're back on the sofa again because we never get up. We never leave the sofa. Do you understand? Well, in the event of fulfilling myself, I've been moved along the sofa, as you can tell. I normally sit there, but the Spanish top is providing there with my blanket of doom, and I'm sitting next to my holiday clothes. I've got to sort out. I said to my missus, I only need a couple of pairs of shorts. And I ended up with a big pole like this, the obligatory Tottenham top. Mind you, I do like that Tottenham top. I don't know whether it's still going to fit me. That's the purple one from the other year. And there's my one of my favourites, you know, the one with Alston on the side. Where's my black Van der Ven top? My elite black Van der Ven top, not a snide one. It's somewhere there anyway. The other two Tottenham tops that I've got, just plain polos with the cockerel on, they don't fit no more. So I'll have to buy myself some more injections and jack myself up with some fulfilledness, whatever they fucking call it. Anyway, Egypt asking for an investigation into FIFA. Alvarez takes Salah out, and the Ziko goal, they went 20 seconds backwards in time to find an issue to disallow the goal, and they're calling it not fair play. Was FIFA ever fair play? That's the question, isn't it? We've had Sepp Blatter, we've had Infantino. Are FIFA this corrupt? We've seen corruption in football. We've seen it in Italy. We've seen it vaguely in Spain. It is a real thing. We've also seen it in Britain. Not corruption, but betting scandals and all sorts of scandals. Even going back to Bruce Grovelar, we've seen that, haven't we, at Liverpool? Do you remember? A lot of people like to skirt over these facts, but you know what? It should be a fair game. With the introduction of VAR and everything else that goes with it, it's not fair, is it? It's never been fair. The referee should have the first decision, the last decision, and yet we're seeing referees' decisions questioned, going to VAR, coming back, goal disallowed. We're seeing outrageous offsides in the Premiership and in the World Cup, where if you're better endowed than the player next to you, you could be deemed offside, couldn't you? If your nose is slightly hooked, or you're a size 10 and the player next to you is a size 8, it's going to be deemed offside. Is that correct? I think something should be done, and it should be some sort of if you're head and shoulders above or you're a foot in front, do you know, it should be deemed something like that, not just microscopic minutes. That's taking the piss, actually taking the piss out of football. And I think a lot of people would agree on that. It's not something that's one person says it and it can be debated. Everybody who's a football fan will understand that the introduction of VAR, the digital stuff, the ref cam, the microphones, the headphones, it's off-putting for a fan now. With the World Cup, I understand hydration breaks. But even then, I keep saying to my missus, I'm sure if they didn't have hydration breaks, that the game outcome would be different. Some of the games have been in the rain. Some of the games have been in air-cooled stadiums. Should they have the same rules applied to a sweaty hot day? What do you think about hydration breaks? Do you think they should have hydration breaks? They shouldn't. If it's sweating hot and it's over a certain degree, yeah, I think they should have hydration breaks, but not to the point of it's a mini coaching session. soon as the hydration breaks happen, go and do it on the other side of the pitch, you know, and don't do it next to the coaches. Because, and also, what I have noticed, the hydration breaks, they come at certain parts of the game where the other team just get going, and all of a sudden, hydration break, all momentum's lost. Come back on the field, the other team gains momentum. And is that fair? You know, was the Egypt-Argentina game fair? It looked fair when you watched it straight off the bat, but you could question it. If you watched it back, you could question it and think to yourself, do you know what? Our FIFA... See, this is me with a tinfoil hat on. Our FIFA refereeing games and getting the outcome that they want rather than the outcome of a fair football game. Maybe there is two sides to the story. Maybe there is two schools of thought on it. Maybe you could debate it. But there's one thing we'll all agree on. The introduction of too many cooks spoil the broth job. Too many referees. Too many eyes. Too many opinions. It's no good for nothing. Take, for instance, YouTube. You've got a mixture of opinions on all different subjects. They're never good for nothing, are they? The facts get jumbled up with fiction. And this is what's happening with football, I think. What's happening with football. The facts are getting jumbled up with a multitude of fictional laws that they bring in to suit themselves. Handball, the handball is one of them in the Premiership. One game can have an handball. The next game, exactly the same. Something happens. No handball. There's no consistency, is there? Everyone likes a bit of consistency. Gives me the ump. Absolutely gives me the ump. Well, I'm going back to I wanted to streamline my pile of clothes to 3 Tottenham tops, 2 pairs of shorts, and 7 pairs of pants and 7 socks. And I'll just go to the laundrette every 3 days for my tops. But my missus says no. Mind you, I did buy myself a Nirvana t-shirt. I've not had a Nirvana t-shirt since. No, I said to my missus sitting here, I could have went to see them in Charing Cross, right? But I'm pretty sure that the same night they was playing, or the same week they was playing, the Dogs de Moor were playing the Marquee, or it could have been the Choir Boys. And I'm sure it was Dogs de Moor. I could be totally wrong, and it could be another band. But I could have went to see Nirvana at the Astoria, or I could have... Was it the Chili Peppers I could have went to see at the Astoria? It was one of them. But I chose the English glam rock band at the time because they played more bluesy music. And I do like a bit of blues. And I do like a Les Paul to watch. So, anyway, hey-ho, ta-ta, my friends, and have a good one. Take care. God bless.